are so happy that you have chosen to adopt a guinea pig from Metropolitan Guinea Pig Rescue. We are giving you this emergency support kit so that you can be best equipped to head off problems before they become a true emergency. This kit is in no way intended to take the place of immediate veterinary care. It is simply to help support your guinea pig until you can get the veterinary care you need. When you receive your kit, you will be receiving either a bag of the small animal recovery food made by Sherwood Pet Health or a bag of Oxbow Critical Care. One of the two. You will be receiving tongue depressors to mix the food and put it in the syringes, and you will be receiving one of these syringes, either the smaller monoject or the larger one. So you'll be receiving one type of food and one syringe. You will also be receiving your simethicone gas drops, a small syringe for dosing that, and a small cup for putting the gas drops in before you draw it up into your syringe. Let's address the gas drops first. So you'll receive a small syringe, you'll receive a small cup, and a package of infant gas drops. These are simethicone gas drops. When you replace your infant gas drops, when these expire, you need to replace them with infant simethicone gas drops. Nothing except simethicone is acceptable. It's going to cost you $6 or $7 to replace this every year or two, but $6 or $7 is a very small price to pay when these gas drops can save your guinea pig's life. So, because we're using such a small amount of this medication, we're giving you this tiny cup to pour just a tiny bit out in, and we're doing that because it is so easy to contaminate your medication. If you put a dirty syringe into this bottle of gas drops, it's not going to be a medication anymore. It's just going to be a bottle of bacteria. You're going to put a very small amount of the medication in this cup, tip it up, put your syringe down, draw up the medication. Usually you need to push it back in because there's an air pocket. When you draw it up the second time, there won't be an air pocket. So we're pulling this up to 0.15. That's kind of a universal dose. If your guinea pig's a lot bigger, you could give it more. But this is a universal dose that we discussed with our veterinarian and came up with to use for these purposes. You're going to be giving it to the guinea pig 4 times a day or every 6 hours. So you have your medication in the syringe, you'll give it to your guinea pig, you'll discard the little bit that's left in the cup. After you've put it in the cup a couple times, you'll get an idea of what the amount needs to be so that you're not discarding as much. The next thing that's really important is that you keep your guinea pig's digestive system working. If a guinea pig is not eating, it can go into GI stasis in 12 hours. Once it goes into GI stasis, you may not be able to get it working again, no matter what your veterinarian tries to do. That's why you need a recovery food product, either the Sherwood product or Oxbow. They are both good. The recovery food does have an expiration date. What we're advising you to do when you get this home, put it in your freezer. It really doesn't matter for the purposes of emergency intervention if your vitamin C has depleted in this or not. You have this bag to use for a day or so until you can get your guinea pig seen by a veterinarian. And at that point, if you've had this in your refrigerator, in your freezer for 5 years, they'll get you some fresh. But this will keep your guinea pig from going into GI stasis. So it's very important that you have it there. Keep it in the freezer so that the grains in the product don't get rancid. That's why we suggest that you keep it in the freezer. So I'm going to show you mixing the recovery food now so that you can see the consistency that we're looking for, and so you can see my technique for filling the syringe. Some of you may have a better technique. This is my technique. So I just have this little scoop. It's a little over a tablespoon that I use, and you add your water to it. You want your water to be tepid, not cold. Your guinea pig is already in trouble if you're using this recovery food, and you do not want to lower its body temperature. So you're going to use slightly warm, tepid water, not cold water when you do this. So what you're looking for is applesauce kind of consistency. You can make it a tiny bit looser than you think it's going to be. It will still continue to absorb the water for a few minutes. But this is where I would go for it. So I have it at a good consistency, like I said, about like applesauce. We're including the tongue depressor because I have just found this the easiest method to fill the syringe. So you get the gob up on the end, slide it down, squish it in at the same time. Repeat that action over and over again. Slide and push, and you'll see that it's filling very quickly. There you go. Easy peasy. It's filled. Put your syringe in, poke it down, a little bit will come out. And now you're ready to go get your guinea pig and do your feeding. All guinea pigs are different. Some will take the product very easily, some won't. I'm going to go and get Bobo, who's never been fed critical care, to use as a guinea pig, and we'll see what he thinks about it. And I'm going to do that just to give you an idea of what kind of angle that I go for. And we'll see if it goes easily or not. Bobo's usually pretty cooperative. We'll see what he says. Okay, buddy, let's see how good you're going to be at being a guinea pig here. And he is excellent. Okay, so we're using Bobo only to show you the angle. You want that syringe going down his throat, not up against the roof of his mouth. If you do it like this, it's going to go up against his palate and just come right out. Now, I wish I could say that you were going to have as easy of a time giving your guinea pig critical care for the first time that I'm having giving it to Bobo right here. You're probably not. The guinea pig is probably going to be wiggly. It's going to be squiggly. It may need two of you. Someone to hold it back here while the other one tries to give it the medication. Or you could be lucky and it could take the critical care like Bobo is here. I wish that for you all. What I really wish is that you would never have to use this emergency kit. Again, this is a support kit. It is not to use in place of going to the veterinarian. If your guinea pig stops eating like it normally does, if it has poos that are not the right shape, if it will not take the vegetables that it normally takes, any of those things, if it is sitting in a fluffed position, you need to call your veterinarian immediately. You need to get it in as soon as possible. This support kit is just to keep your guinea pig out of GI stasis and hopefully to alleviate some pain if it has bloat. But it is very important that you keep a guinea pig with food going through its digestive system all of the time. That is your best weapon, no matter what it is that's the matter with your guinea pig. That's your best weapon towards saving your guinea pig's life. So start with this emergency support kit right away if you see a problem, and good luck. And again, thank you so much for adopting from MGPR.